What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and my lord, oof, man. It's days like this that I enjoy watching the daily rap and actually doing these videos. I know they're far and few between, but occasionally there's a day there you wake up and you see this gold dust and you just smile. And today's Wednesday, and that's one of those days. That's right, our boy Phil decided last night that just like I called it, he just memory hold the huge support from the Monday stream where Dented J Hayes came in and dropped whatever $800 and he walked away with $1,100. Of course, he just memory hold that after, of course, telling everyone that even if he had slow supports for the week, it would be fine because he would have some cushion because of the huge support that he received from the one dented individual. Well, folks, that lasted about a day. That's right. It lasted literally probably less than a day. And what do we have here? We have the daily crap video where Phil is complaining, bitching, and moaning about low support. Especially the kick support, which we know kick's just gone. Phil's the only one that hasn't realized that support's never coming back. But anyway, let's watch it. It's 8.5 minutes long. I sped it up roughly 6 minutes. It's gonna be great. Let's watch it. And by the way, Jay Hayes, I messaged you on Twitter, and I linked this specific video for you to watch. If you're curious, because I know every once in a while you'll ask the question, why do so many people hate this guy? This video right here will actually explain why he's so hated. And yep, since you were the man that decided to bankroll him, giving him all that money, I want you to see firsthand how he treats whenever he receives a gift like you provided this week. So let's get into it.
Wrap for what was St. Patrick's Day 2026. That's right, Tuesday, the 17th of March 2026. Well, was today lucky or was it annoying? I would argue it landed somewhere in between. Today, all day long, I played Street Fighter as I played with the new character Alex in Street Fighter 6. All day, both streams. Basically, the first stream, the goal was to learn his basic combos, his basic ability.
By the way, the ceiling fan noise was coming from DSP's video. This isn't made up, okay? That's why it's called the only ceiling fan stream, okay? So if you're wondering what that annoying noise is, it's Phil's loud-ass ceiling fan.
His supers, his moves, and see what to do with them, and then play some online. The second stream's goal was to try to play enough that I knew the basics, and then I could go and do my ranked placements and see how I could do in ranked play. The good news is we did all of that today. All right, we already have 3 videos live, and 2 more are going to go live overnight. I'm going to upload them in just a moment. So here's the bad news, okay? First of all day we had great attendance, okay? Which is excellent. And as you know, things have been going well recently in regards to support and the like. So today I was like, hopefully things will go good with Street Fighter 6. Overall, they did, but it was a weird spread and allowed me.
Well, hold on, Phil. That's not what you said. What you said specifically when you received that massive amount of support on the Monday stream, you said you were good. You said you shouldn't have to beg. You're good to go, even if you have slow streams for Slayer and or Street Fighter, whatever those other games. You're good because you got so much massive support. You said those literal words multiple times on Monday. But here we are Tuesday night / Wednesday morning, and we have him complaining about support. And it's not just like, hey, it's a one-off. Oh, I was kind of down. I was a little disappointed. No. It's full on cursing, yelling, the folding of the arms like he's ready to chastise his children. Bro, this is insane. So let's keep going.
To explain, we started off today with a DSP morning show, but I made it a shorter one because, I wanted to get into Street Fighter and play with this character for over 3 hours on the first stream. So we chilled or whatever, and then we jumped into the game. That first stream, I got a ton of support, all right? There was a ton of gifted memberships, there was tips, there was super chats, there was everything, okay? Not a lot of support on the kick side, but pretty much everywhere else there was a ton. So that was great.
Okay, ended up making, I think, like $220 on the first stream. Okay, not bad. $220. Your favorite number, Phil, $220. You made $220. So you would think that even if the night stream was semi-slow, it would be fine. It would be a wash. And again, let's not forget the money that he received on Monday. Over $1,000 in support on one stream. All right, let's go.
I'm like, wow, that's excellent, getting so much support on this premiere stream of Alex. Did I learn the abilities of Alex? Yes, I did. Do I like Alex? Yeah, I do. I don't think that he plays anything like his Street Fighter 3 Third Strike version whatsoever. Like, he's really drastically different. But he's got some neat counter hits. He's got some cool combos. He's got some mix-ups, and the stance is actually interesting. I like his stance, and that's weird because a lot of characters I don't like using stances. But in this case, I like how his stance transitions into his moves from Third Strike that you can't really do otherwise. In Third Strike, he had a lot of charge moves. There's no charge moves with Alex in this game. They're all from a stance and then different moves that come out of it. So, anyway, the first hour or so, we were in training mode, and then we had 2 hours of online casual play. Did I do well? Oh, yeah. I had big win streaks. I was getting better and better with his character the more I played him, and overall things were going well. Then on the night stream, okay? I don't know what happened, but basically, here's what happened. Number one, attendance, still good. Support, slow as shit. So I had a really great overperforming first stream and a really slow late stream. And again, the Kick audience barely supported whatsoever. It sucks because Tuesdays are always my last day of the week, where any performance I get on Kick counts for that week, and then I get paid for it in just a couple of days. So I always like to have a strong end that Tuesday. Today was like the slowest day for Kick. What the fuck happened? I don't know. Usually Kick does like Street Fighter and does support it, and today was the opposite. Almost no one on Kick supported it at all. Okay? Late night stream, how did it go gameplay-wise? First hour, I did casual play, and
All right, okay, all right. Jay Hayes, if you're watching this video, brother, I'm gonna tag you in this video because I want you to watch this, okay? And I tweeted you out the video on Twitter, okay? If you seriously wonder why this man gets so much hatred, this is it right here. This is clearly it. This is this 8-minute video is the antithesis of what DSP is. He's greedy. He's ungrateful. He's a scumbag. He begs. Literally a day after you gave him massive amounts of support, more money than he makes in about 3 or 4 days, right, of begging. He's literally sitting here and chastising his viewers for not supporting one fucking stream. And at that, he got massive support on the first stream. Ended up getting like $220. And again, let's not forget it goes, what, $300 in a day? 150 each stream. But because he got $70 on his night stream, he's having a meltdown. He's cursing at his viewers. He's yelling at his Kick supporters because they didn't give him any subs or any Kick donations. Are you okay with this? I really want to know, are you okay with this? Like, is this the type of behavior that you say, yeah, that's normal for a content creator? Because if it is, you're probably as big as a shitbag as he is, honestly. And I don't know your content. I've seen a little bit of it. I haven't seen you e-beg like he does, so big ups for that. At least you're not an e-beggar like him. But if you think this behavior is okay, fuck off with that shit. Fuck off. Anyone that thinks this is appropriate really needs to go get a 9-to-5 fucking job. And you should never be allowed to do content creation ever. This is not normal behavior. Sitting here doing an 8.5-minute video at 1 o'clock in the morning, complaining that one subsection of your supporters didn't drop any money, is mentally unstable, greedy, and just horrible. If at the very minimum, it's a horrible look. It's a horrible look. And my thing, Jay, is you're a content creator. You stream on YouTube as well, and I believe Kick as well. He represents you in a way, because there's people like him that give a bad name to most streamers because they assume all fucking streamers e-bag like DSP. All of them are just, out to shove their hand in your pocket. And I know most people aren't. That's a big reason why he has so many people that despise and hate him. Really. So I hope you take a look at either this video or his video, because I know people say, well, detractors like to clip his content out of context or whatever. I sent you to the actual fucking source. I sent you to his specific video where he's talking unedited 8.5 minutes of him complaining about money. And again, this isn't a one-off thing. This is the shit that he does almost on the daily. On the daily. And then people like you, Jay, have the nerve to say, well, I don't understand. He seems like a nice guy. No, he's not. He's a dirty e-beggar. He is. He's an e-beggar, and it's disgusting. And look, I don't begrudge anyone making any money online. If people are willing to throw money at a content creator, Mazel tov. I don't care. I personally don't give a shit. I think it's kind of regarded that you're giving someone thousands of dollars. I mean, that's fucking insane. But if you want to, funnel your cash away from your family and give it to this gouty pig roach, knock yourself out. I don't care. But I'm going to call out when someone's disgusting like this. And everyone should call them out. This shouldn't be something where, oh, it's just a subsection of the online sphere should call them out for being an e-beggar. No. Most content creators that actually work for a living, try to provide good content, do not e-beg, should be embarrassed by this guy. Literally should be embarrassed by the guy and should call him out and should make videos and content calling out this behavior. Because that's the only way that maybe, what I've noticed with Phil is that if you get a big enough content creator to come out and embarrass him, he gets embarrassed and then he checks himself. Sadly, he only checks himself for a little while and then he reverts back to his normal form, which is an e-beggar because he can't help himself. But usually it does check him and he does modify his behavior, So, dude, I know your channel isn't big now, but I mean, you do have over 200,000 subs and you have some type of presence. Call this shit out, man. Call this shit out because you were quick to call out detractors for whatever nonsense you thought we were doing. This right here should be called out, and this is disgusting behavior. And I'm sorry, if you think this is okay, then you have problems. If you think this is normal and okay for streamers to do this type of behavior, fuck that. No. If you're a streamer e-begging out here like this, you should be called out and you should be harassed and you should have detractors. Not harassed, in real life sense, but I'm talking about online. And you should be called out for this fucking nonsense. And people that support it, look, I don't give a shit, but there is a subsection out there that does give a shit, that doesn't appreciate when people wail out on this guy. Because you're essentially enabling poor behavior. And then you wonder why you get hate. And again, I'm not telling anyone to hate Jay or anyone else. You guys know me. I don't do those stupid call to action bullshits. I'm just putting it out there. And I'm giving my opinion on this motherfucker. And I wish, honestly, that more people would. I don't know. All right, let's see what else he has to say. I'm pretty sure he's still going to complain more about money.
It was hit or miss, but I was getting better. I was even getting better with execution, better with combos. I'm like, all right, last hour, ranked placements. The fucking moment I start playing ranked placements, the game's laggy as shit. You're seeing frame drops, you're seeing stutters, frame skipping. Like, dude, what the fuck is going on? It literally didn't do this all day when I played casual play. Only when I started playing ranked did the game start playing badly. And the problem with that is I can't react to anything. It ends up being I have to mash jab a lot and do stupid shit that you don't want to do rather than do timed combos and things that you know are better. I can't do them because the game won't work because the game is having these issues with the online play. Don't ask me why. The ranked matches always give me problems, but they do. The casual play was much better. As soon as I got to ranked, it was almost all Alex players, which was very fucking boring, and a lot of lag. So everyone mashing buttons and lag, my ranked placements were atrocious, and I ended up 1-star diamond. Now, the good news is, once I got out of the ranked placements, I started getting win streaks, and I actually got an 11 win streak, so I propelled myself up to 3-star diamond, and then another laggy player came in button mashing and beats me and kills my streak. The truth is today, I won way more than I lost. Like, it's gonna be crazy to see because I had so many streaks multiple times. It was like win streak with Alex. I, by all means, should have been at master. But the game lagging in ranked pisses me off, and I rage like crazy. And that's what happens when the game is a piece of garbage online. It just doesn't perform. Why is it such inferior or different experience when you're playing one mode versus the other? I know the answers, but of course everyone will say I'm lying.
You're lying. You're lying, Phil. Bullshit. You were garbage. You were garbage in casual play, and you were garbage in ranked. Okay. And let me. You have a question why you don't know why you do well in casual and you suck in rank is because typically the people that play rank are better players. Me myself, if I were to play Street Fighter, I would probably never go into rank because I'm not good enough. I'm just not good enough or have the skill to play Street Fighter. So I would never go into rank. I just play casual. For the month that I played the game when it first came out, I just stuck to casual because I'm just not good enough to play in rank. I'd get curb stomp. And that's the reason why you suck at the game. All right? It's okay, man. Look, Phil. You're a mid player, okay? You should accept that. You're a mid player, and that's not bad for someone who's 43 years old with all your health issues. With arthritis and God knows what else and gout and everything and your flare-ups and all that. Look, man, you should be satisfied with that. But apparently you can't because, you have this mentality that, you have to prove that you're still good at Street Fighter. You have to show the FGC, yet no one in the FGC knows who you are or gives a shit. It's just quite pathetic, man. Of course, he has to maintain the legacy and the legacy of being a good Street Fighter player, and you're just garbage. Okay, he's not garbage. He's a mid player. But again, he thinks he's a Justin Wong or Maximilian dude or actually someone that's good. And you're not, Phil. You're not. You aren't. So you sit there, you complain, you blame everything else except for one thing. You, brother. You fail to blame yourself. All right? God, such an ugly. Look at that. Look at that forehead. Look how separate his eyes are. How much space he has there. Good Lord, man. It was definitely has a lot of Neanderthal blood in him. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap it up because all he's going to do is now continue complaining about support. And, of course, talk about how he hopes it's not a pattern and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Jay, if you're watching this video or you're watching the original, I really hope that you wake the fuck up and you really stop supporting this pig roach because, you're just throwing money away. Honestly. And if you think you're owning the trolls by doing this, you're making yourself look like an idiot, brother, honestly. But again, you do what you want to do, brother. I don't pay your bills, man. So you do what you want to do. But I'm gonna keep doing what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna keep mocking this pig roach and anyone else that supports him. So there you go. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it went over 15 minutes, but days like this just it's just lovely to rant and rave about pig roach. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.